Welcome to Spoiler Things. Now, if you haven't clicked on, this is a spoiler show for the new Strange Things Season 5. So if you haven't watched it, guys, I suggest you go watch it, then come back to this video. So, Episode 1 is titled The Crawl. So we find out that Robin and Steve are working at the radio station. They're updating Joyce and everyone through codes through the radio. And Nancy is basically being like a spy detective. Hey, I'm gonna break into all this place. Murray is now a truck driver, like imports, exports kind of guy. And Hopper and Eleven are basically training. And we find out that the crawl is basically what Hopper goes on. So they've been on 30 odd crawls over the last 18 months, and what that means is every time the government perform a burn on the new big gate that opened in Hawkins, Hopper goes in with the military to try and find Vecna, basically, and he ends up getting in there, and a Demogorgon ends up attacking Hopper, well, all the military, and Hopper ends up getting shot or something in his side. I think the bullet like grazes right through his side or something like that. And we find out that Will is actually seeing through the eyes of this Demogorgon and everything like that. And it's a pretty good episode actually for episode 1. It's slow but steady. Now episode 2 is called The Vanishing of Holly Wheeler. Now this one is very good because they introduced someone called Mr. Whatsit. Now, if you don't know, Mr. Whatsit is from, well, Mrs. Whatsit is from A Wrinkle in Time, the book. And honestly, I think that is what this whole season is going to be about, A Wrinkle in Time. And I kind of got proven that right within the next couple of episodes. So, Vanishing of Holly Wheeler basically is the Demogorgon attacks Holly Wheeler's house with Karen Wheeler and Ted Wheeler. And oh my god, Karen Wheeler, the absolute mega mum that she is, stands up for her kid, fights a fucking Demogorgon for her and everything, gets ripped apart doing it, but she does live. I mean, she got him. Oof. She got him. But Ted, actually, we finally like Ted for the first time ever in this season, probably, because he actually stands his ground against a Demogorgon as well, which is just impressive. But then the government see that Elle has gone to the Wheeler's house, and basically all it is Vecna has kidnapped her, basically. They find out that this Mr. Whatsit is indeed Henry Creel, coming to kids as Mr. Whatsit in his Henry form, which is very creepy. Now, so I said season 3 then. Episode 3 is called the Turnbull Trap. Something like that. We get introduced to Derek Turnbull. Big, annoying bastard is what he is. Because I absolutely hate him. And basically, this kid is a bully. He's a bit of a bully. He's a bit of a knobhead in school as well. And they find out that this guy is on Vecna's list. And he is who's next. So they break into his house. They kind of drug the parents and everything and to sleep, and Erica goes in making pies and all that with sleeping pills in, and then absolutely just insults the family. It's amazing. And then they turn that house into a trap for the Demogorgon so that they can track it. Basically, they put a tracker in a shotgun shell, shoot the Demogorgon in the back, and they can track it through the upside down and the right side up, or whatever they're calling the normal world. But yeah, it's amazing because the trap is absolutely brilliant. But we then get not Karen Wheeler, Joyce Byers standing off against a goddamn Demogorgon as well. It's like this Demogorgon is just taking out all the parents. It's just going. But Will is so close to the Demogorgon that I think he kind of controls it in that moment. As we see the Demogorgon, when it gets attacked by Karen Wheeler, it strikes at Karen's stomach and everything. And we know that Will could see all that and everything. But at this point, Karen is swinging the axe, going to kill the Demogorgon. I mean, she's absolutely tiny. And the Demogorgon doesn't even try to attack her. It's like Will was controlling that Demogorgon, not knowing how to control it fully and just not wanting to hurt his mum kind of thing in that time. But then, guys, we get on to episode 4. The banger. The absolute pinnacle. Cinema. I mean, it starts off, we are tracking this Demogorgon. Steve, Nancy, Jonathan, and Dustin are in the Upside Down. I haven't mentioned everything that is going on in these episodes because you should watch them because they are absolutely amazing. But basically, they're tracking this Demogorgon in the Upside Down, and we get introduced to Henry Crewell's house, and Holly is staying there, and fucking Max Mayfield is alive. Kind of. Basically, she got sent through time in Vecna's memories, and I think how this happened was they kind of cut off Vecna as he was killing Max, but Elle also restarted her heart, so she was kind of in the dead zone. But I think what has happened is Max got latched onto Vecna's memories at that point, and she's been living there in this cave that we find out later on Henry is absolutely terrified to go into. Now, this does play into the screenwrite play thing that is going on in London and stuff like that. I haven't seen it, but apparently something happens in that cave, and it's all going to feed into how I think they're going to beat him. But basically, we find out that Max has Holly now, and then Vecna steps out of the portal at the last minute of the episode just to show off his new armoured look and everything, and basically call Will a weak-ass bitch. That is basically what Vecna does, and he takes all the children that have been grouped up by the army and everything. Like I said, I'm not mentioning everything because, oh my god, you do need to watch these episodes because they're fantastic. And he leaves, and 3 Demogorgons are about to kill Robin, Mike, and Lucas, and Will snaps. Will's like, yeah, I've got the power. I am Will the fucking Wise. And it's an amazing scene. Will kills all the Demogorgons like Vecna does, snapping the limbs and then snapping the neck, and they just drop. And then we're left. That is the cliffhanger of the first volume. Now, what I want to talk about is the theory. I think what is going to happen is they are going to have to go back in time to beat Vecna. Not beat him on his own turf, but back in time. We have seen that this, throughout this season, the teacher, I can't remember his name, the science teacher that's in every scene, he draws a wormhole, basically, time parallel things, and Will gets another vision with 12 kids. Vecna needs 12 kids to do something, and he draws something in paint, and it kind of looks similar to a wormhole. So what I think Vecna is trying to do is go back in time. Now, I think that Max may be able to beat him mentally in this cave or whatever, but I think the whole premise of the season is going back in time and maybe stop Vecna from ever taking Will. Because we know that the Demogorgon didn't open that door. Vecna did. Vecna took Will. Well, helped the Demogorgon take Will, kind of thing, from the normal world. But what is surprising was the whole relationship between Mike and Will. He's still, they're kind of flirting. Will kind of knows that Robin's dating a girl, and they're good friends. It's great to see Will actually have something to actually do, that's great in this season. But yeah, I think it's all to do with time travel, and I think the way that they're going to do it is through this wormhole, or the 12 kids are going to get taken. Vecna wins, and then in the last episode, I forgot to even mention fucking Ain't is actually in this season as well. We find out that they have this thing that stuns 11, and it's 8. It is 8. It is number 8. Now, there was a big thing back in season 4 where Dustin rolls a 19 and dies to Vecna. Now, 11 plus 8 is 19. Now that Will kind of taps into Vecna's power, you need a 20 to beat Vecna. That was the whole thing. 11 plus 8 plus 1. Well, Will with 1's power. That's 20. I think them three are going to have to team up to finally take down Vecna. Now, who do I think is going to die? Well, I think Hopper is going to die. There's just some... They're kind of teasing that. I honestly think L is going to live. I think 8's going to die. I think Will might live, but, like, have a very bad brain injury or something. Joyce is going to live. Jonathan, I think, is going to die because they're setting up a whole engagement. What Nancy or Jonathan is going to die. Steve, I think he's fine. Dustin's fine. Robin, I think, might die. Damn. Murray, I think, might die. It's just, there's so many people who I think may die, but I don't want to, like, say for definite. But there's just so much going on in these episodes. I wish I could explain more, but I don't want to give too many spoilers away. But this season is... I just needed to talk about it. And it's just a great season so far. And I can't wait for Christmas Day for Volume 2. And like I said, this is just a quick video that I have done because I didn't really have much time to do anything this Friday. I'm very sorry. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and tune in for more coming from EverythingStev. Thank you, and goodbye.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.